And we're live. Happy Friday, everybody. This is my favorite time of the day on Fridays because I get to talk about my favorite thing in the world, which is Extend the Rose. And a lot of you know already my story. But if you don't know why it's so important to me, it actually really dawned on me this past week why this is double and triple and quadruply important to me. One, first and foremost, is Extend the Rose is truly founded out of gratitude for my daughter's life. And, when she was first diagnosed with citrullinemia, doctors told me she wouldn't live a week. And when she turned 30, after a long, long journey in the hospital and a liver transplant and all that entailed, out of gratitude for her miracle, we started Extend the Rose. And it was truly to share inspiring hope to people who were still in the fight. And so that was the number one reason and driver for starting Extend the Rose. But then as I've thought about it more over time, I am really thinking about the personal reasons why this is so important to me. And I think about the woman that I was as a young mother, struggling, who'd already lost one child to citrullinemia. I was a young 28-year-old mom who spent nearly 4 years in the hospital with her child, and every day was a fight. 6 hours without medication, and we would be in the hospital in a potentially life-threatening coma. And I don't even know how to describe this stress and the pain and the tumultuousness of our lives at that time. But suffice it to say, I think I've blocked out a lot of it. And during our time in the hospital, it was always very, very lonely. And our days were surrounded with waiting. And if you ever waited in a hospital, there's nothing like it. You're passing time. You're waiting for another diagnosis. You're waiting for the solution to a current problem. You're waiting for somebody to think of a solution to your current problem. Or you're waiting for good news so you can actually get out of the hospital and get back to whatever the normal is in your life. And it's an experience that I just can't describe. And when I think about parents and kids who are in that fight right now, I want to just go in there and hug them and tell them it's going to be okay. And what's so cool is my daughter knows that she is that beacon of hope, and that just by showing up, she shines her light in the halls of waiting in the hospital. And I can't even talk about it really without crying, but it makes such a difference to just disrupt somebody's day when they're in the hospital with something good. And that's what we do. We get to go to the hospital. We go on Monday. Well, this year we'll go on Monday, September 8th. We go on Wednesday. We go on Friday, and we go on Saturday, and we have a huge party in the hospital. And those people who first interact with us on Monday, they actually have something to look forward to for their entire week, because we tell them, we'll be back on Wednesday, we'll be back on Friday. And we really hope you're not still in the hospital during all of this. But if you are, we'll be back on Saturday for a giant party. And having that little tiny thing to look forward to changes everything. And gosh, hope is like that. Hope changes everything. And so Extend the Rose is literally our opportunity to bring hope like that into a place that genuinely needs hope. So that's why we're doing what we're doing. And then think about this Hope Challenge that we launched last week. So the Hope Challenge is super simple. All you have to do is stand on one foot and show the kids and the families in the hospital that you are standing for hope, standing with them for hope. And then use our donation link and donate $5. And then send our donation link to 3 people and post your picture or your video of yourself standing on one foot right here on my Facebook page or Instagram or wherever you're watching this video today. And what's so cool about this is talking about that hope at the beginning when I first started talking. Anyone can bring hope. And $5 is an accessible amount of money to actually donate. Anybody can donate $5. If you can go buy a Starbucks, you can donate $5. And so that's why we chose $5, because $5 is accessible to everyone, and we can bring everyone into the community to stand for hope for children and families. So that is really what our Hope Challenge is about. It's also about creating awareness and getting the word out. You know, I used to have a coach in sales, and he used to say, you don't need more money, you need more people. And that's exactly what we need here. We need more people to get involved with Extend the Rose so that we can get involved with more people who are in the hospital. And we're going to be here every Friday until the actual event on September 8th through 13th. And we're going to be talking about the Hope Challenge and giving updates and hopefully drawing more and more people into this movement. So if you are watching this video, please share it out to your friends and family, because children in the hospital deserve to be seen, heard, and celebrated. And we're all about bringing visibility, voice, and victory into that tough place. So with that being said, let me give you a quick update of where we are on our first wave of fundraising. About next week, I need to start ordering all the little trinkets and giveaways that we give to the children and families, because they take a little bit of time to ship and print and actually arrive. And sometimes we have to assemble them and put them in bags and for distribution. And so next week is really my last moment when I can order those gifts. And we are about 2/3 of the way there, actually 85% of the way there to our first wave of fundraising, which is $7,000. So we need about $1,000 more before next week. It's been promised, it's just not in the bank account yet. So if you get on the horn and you can do that Hope Challenge, and that would be, I think it's about 200 people who would need to do the Hope Challenge to get us over the next hurdle. That would be amazing. And then after we order the trinkets, we'll be working on raising funding so that we can bring a nice meal to the hospital and do some other things a little bit later as the date gets closer. So right now we're on a big push to order the trinkets. So please do the Hope Challenge, tag 3 people, send it out. I see that my daughter is on this live stream. Tori, would you be so kind as to type in the extendtherose.org/Hope Challenge into the comments section, please? And thank you for being here today. This is awesome. And or Kate, if you could type in extendtherose.org/Hope Challenge, that would be amazing, just so it's here in the comments section. Next week, I think I'm going to try to get my daughter on here live, because she has a story about a little boy who she interacted with last year, actually, at our Hope Challenge. And her story will bring you to tears. And then I have my son, who has a really pretty cool story about his very first interaction with a child in the hospital from last year as well. And I will try to get him on one of these Fridays to share his quick story as well. But for now, that's about all I have for today. I just wanted you to hear my heart and know that this is about hope. And hope is a team sport. And share our link out, do our hope challenge, and we will be back with an update next week. And my aim is to be able to report that I have ordered all of the trinkets and they are all in printing and transit. All right, so until next week, know that I am grateful for you being here. I am grateful for this team that we are building, this amazing team, Team Hope. Extend the rose. All right, I love you all. I cannot wait until September 8th. As the days start getting closer and closer, my tears start getting bigger and bigger. But they're all happy tears and amazing tears of anticipation for the children and families who we are going to change their lives. All right, I love you. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next week. extendtherose.org/hope challenge. Bye, everyone.